I'm fairly certain it's not spaghetti.
Alright, welcome to Baldy and the Oath. My name is Brandon Baker. In studio alongside me is the Oath, Colter Williams, and Colter's brother, Grady Williams. Coming up on today's podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves. We're going to talk about some of the latest gaming news and some entertainment news regarding a couple TV episodes that we have seen the past couple weeks, and the top movies of the week. So how's it going today, Colter?
Pretty swell, and yourself?
I am great. This is our first podcast, so a lot of stuff going on, right?
Lots of stuff.
All right, guys. We have some news regarding the new consoles that came out past few weeks: the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Both have had their own separate issues, which is very displeasing to their customers. Colter, what's going on with the Xbox One and PlayStation?
Sony is kind of, I think, coming out on top for getting their problem solved, because there's only 0.4% of people that are having problems, and it's just a small one usually. There's also called the almost it's like the red ring of death when the Xbox came out. It's like the blue ring of death or something. But that's very few people. But Xbox is having a big problem with the disk drives, to where they can't play any games or watch any Blu-rays or any movies at all, because they put it in and it basically makes a super bad ticking noise.
Oh,
and it's nasty. But
you could say that would tick me off, huh?
Well, that's a good one.
And which one do you guys think you guys are gonna get?
I'll probably stick with Xbox, because I love Sony because PS2 was my console. I played the crap out of it, but
well, obviously I was there, and
yeah.
and we also played the PlayStation 1 a lot. I guess we also played the Nintendo 64 and stuff. But
yeah,
what do you think you're gonna get, Brandon?
You're probably gonna roll with Xbox One. Spent a lot of time on the 360, and I love my achievements. I love my video games already on that console. It'd be different switching consoles if you're not used to the controllers, but
that is a new thing about the controllers. I guess PlayStation's new controller might actually be better than the new.
Really, I liked
Xboxes.
I liked how the Xbox 360s was.
It's kind of fatter.
Yeah, it was a perfect size.
Yeah, just like you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks.
Yeah, the Xbox One's new controller, I heard that it was geared to fit your hands more.
It is, but so is the PlayStation.
Rib for pleasure.
Yes, rib for pleasure. But actually, you know how the triggers on the PlayStations are kind of curved outwards?
Yeah.
On the new one, they're curved inwards, so they're like the Xboxes, and it's fatter too, so it fits your hand better.
Nice. Yeah.
And it plays sound from it, so that's always cool.
All right. Well, moving on. Is there any video games you guys are planning on getting in the next couple of weeks? Any new ones?
Well, I'm probably not going to get any video games for the next couple months because I don't own money.
You're a poor college kid, right?
I am a poor college kid, and it's not very nice, but whatever gets the grades in.
What do you play then?
I play Minecraft. I play Call of Duty. A little bit of Grand Theft Auto with you guys, but I don't. I've kind of moved away from the Xbox. Actually, I've kind of moved away from video games in general because, well, just don't have time between school and stuff. But
so yeah. Why do we have you here today?
Because
useless.
I am a very good, valuable asset to the video game company.
No, just kidding.
Yeah,
you are kind of our Minecraft insight, because me and Brandon never play PC Minecraft, and it's one of the most popular games in the world.
Yeah, PC Minecraft is
way better than Xbox. I'm sure we have a lot of listeners that are here for their Minecraft advice.
Yeah,
and by a lot of listeners, I mean no listeners. Hey, if you're listening to our show, let us know at baldyandtheoaf@gmail.com.
That is baldyandtheoaf@gmail.com.
We'll be sure to give you a shout out because at this moment I don't believe we have any listeners, which makes things easier as a word. Because we're all sitting here in our underwear and we're not afraid of peer pressure because we're just sitting in an empty living room and
it's kind of warm.
Watching Kid Rock.
It is so hot in here.
Is it Kid Rock?
That's Kid Rock.
It is Kid Rock.
We have Kid Rock fans?
No, probably not.
Your stepdad's a Kid Rock fan.
He is a Kid Rock fan.
He looks like Kid Rock.
He kind of does, just a little bigger,
That's because he has a beer belly.
He does.
Gross. Factually correct, Colter and Grady.
But me and you have a fupa. That's gross. You're lucky you didn't get to see that. It's very lucky.
Hey, you're fatter than me.
Thanks.
At some point we'll have a weigh-in to see who's fatter.
Right.
But we'll just say it's a tie. Let's see here. Yeah, what we've been playing lately, Colter? I know we've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5.
One of the best games ever, and my pick for Game of the Year, easily. I mean, the story mode in that was amazing, and GTA Online is one of the funniest things ever, especially after they got the bugs all fixed.
Do you think you could explain to me the story mode in Grand Theft Auto 5?
Explain it?
Explain. Like, how does it work? I know that there's 3 characters.
This is an old game, so if people played it by now, they'll know what they're talking. Like, most people probably know what it is, but
because I've never played the story mode.
It's fun.
And would you recommend it to me?
Easily, as long as you're old enough, because it's an extremely mature series, and the story mode itself it's got some pretty graphic moments in it.
What I think he's asking is, basically, it's 3 people that are living at the same time, at the same pace. Like if it's 1 o'clock, it's all 1 o'clock for both of them, and then it switches regarding what's going to happen next. So you're just not playing one person the whole time. You don't get bored. You ultimately are 3 different people with 3 different goals in their life, and at the very end they meet up. I'm not going to say what happens, but there's some difficult decisions you have to make, and
you made the wrong one.
I made a bad decision, and I still regret it to this day, and I have to live with my decisions. Another game we've been playing is something I am lukewarm about is Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's a pretty solid game if you want some action.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't even completed the story mode on it yet. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through, but the online play is still really enjoyable. It's definitely better than Modern Warfare 3. I mean, there was some really good qualities about it, like Infection, and I think Kill Confirm was introduced then, and I love both those. So, but yeah, it's a big improvement.
Well,
I do like it.
I have played Call of Duty Ghost, and you just can't beat the old games, the old Call of Duty games, like Modern Warfare 2 and World at War. Black Ops even was decent. And it's a good game. It's just not the best.
Yeah, I think we have such a high expectation of these new games, these Call of Duty games, that you just can't live up to the expectation when you're Activision, when you're Infinity Ward, and But I mean, it's still a solid game, and I would recommend it. But
as long as you're a fan of the first-person shooter.
Yep.
Though I think the reason that we kind of enjoy the older ones more is because it's definitely got a nostalgic feeling to it. Like World at War, when I go back and play that, I mean, even though the multiplayer is all glitched and terrible now, it's still
all those mods make you just
fly around like a little demon
fairy.
But yeah.
Fairy wars. Speaking of fairies,
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon X and Y.
Brandon has no nostalgic feeling for this.
I'm gonna go check my fantasy score. Let's see if Matthew Stafford's done.
Neither of us have played it yet. I've heard great reviews about it though.
Yeah, it's the first 3D-ish looking Pokemon game, then
Well, obviously,
it's extremely
it's
popular.
either for the 2DS or the 3DS, so obviously it's going to be 3D.
Well, that's not what. Okay.
But I know you can go in diagonals.
Diagonals. That's interesting.
Well, with the 2DS and the 3DS, you have the analog stick,
Yes.
which makes you able to go in diagonals.
Yeah.
And I also know that you get rollerblades in it.
I know the rollerblades too. And this is old news, so we probably shouldn't talk about it long. But I do want to get it. But you need a 2 or 3DS.
Yeah, I already have the game, but I don't have a 2DS or a 3DS, so I just get to look at it and think about playing it, but I actually don't.
Is there anything else you guys like to cover in our segment?
Talk more about Minecraft.
I think we're good.
We talk about later.
Okay.
But as much as I love Minecraft, I think we should go on to the next topic, which is entertainment. Kind of TV shows we've been watching. I think we should talk about Family Guy, actually, because there's a lot of Family Guy fans out there.
Gosh.
In the recent episode, this is a spoiler, so if you have not seen the
Warning, spoiler alert.
If you have not seen the newest episode as of 11/28/2013, go back and watch it. It is quite the shocker. How do you feel about that,
Was
Brandon?
it the 28th? I don't think it was the 28th.
It's the 20th today. I meant like before.
Okay.
I don't know when that came out.
Okay.
You know, it's something that it's unfortunate Family Guy had to do. I do believe that it's just a temporary thing with Brian being killed off of the show. I mean, you know what's coming when they announced the name of the episode, Life of Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, and you knew with all the previews that said they were going to kill off a character in the next season. You know what was going to happen. You're just waiting for it when. They did a really good job of making your heart quiver, making your heart
Good word.
quiver.
Yeah, I cried a little bit. But my question is, what are they going to do with the intro now?
I personally think they keep it the same.
How can they keep it the same though? Brian is in the intro.
If he is dead, then it'll be if he's dead forever and it's not changed by next week, then there's a pretty good chance that he'll come back. But there's actually a rumor going around that because Seth MacFarlane said the series should have ended after 7 seasons, he said that maybe like they're trying to kill off certain characters to kind of end the series. So maybe each season from now on they'll kill a character, but that's probably false.
I could pretty much guarantee that they all should have been dead at some point.
Yeah, they've all died at some point. Every single one of them died at least once.
I don't know if I like this new dog though. Vinny?
I don't mind him. He's funny, but I'm not a big fan of.
I feel like he could make you a pretty tasty pizza.
You know, I think he's Italian, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Spaghetti? Or spaghetti? Is that Italian?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
I don't think that's the proper term for it. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm fairly certain it's not spaghetti.
Thanks for talking so quietly that the mic could barely pick up on your sound waves, Grady.
All right, moving on. The latest box office news is in, and no surprise here, the highest grossing movie is The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, followed by Thor: The Dark World. The Best Man Holiday is in third. Delivery Man, which
pretty low score.
Is fourth with Vince Vaughn. Doesn't Vince Vaughn play the same character in every movie?
He does, pretty much.
He's not very funny either.
Like, you know, sometimes I think he has some pretty good moments, but like in he's in The Internship, which has Owen Wilson in it, the same, and then the same as Wedding Crashers, which was a good movie, but yeah.
Yeah. Baldy and the Oaf, your official Vince Vaughn podcast.
Yeah, that's what we're here
just
for.
Just kidding.
Just Vince Vaughn. No. I love
All right, anyways, we're fifth is Freebirds. Sixth is Las Vegas, which looks like a pretty good movie.
Is that with the old dudes like Robert De Niro?
Yeah,
and,
it's like they're going to go play.
It's like...
They're going to shoot some pool.
It's Hangover with old people.
Yep. And then Jackass presents Bad Grandpa.
I want to see Brad Grandpa.
I
still.
heard that was hilarious.
I feel like it's
you-
probably disgusting, but I still want to see
I
it.
saw a few trailers for it, and it was hilarious.
It was funny.
I don't think it'd be funny.
It's because you are a closed-minded
human being.
Baldy. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So, any of these movies you guys want to talk about?
There's Catching Fire and Thor.
Yeah.
We me and my brother Colter, obviously the oaf, we went to both Catching Fire and Thor in the same day. It was pretty awesome. Had lots of popcorn, and
I was sick after.
that's because you were up for like
I was up
14
for,
hours or something.
It was
long day.
16 hours.
16.
No, at what the time that we saw Thor, but it was it's a tiringness. It's tiringness.
I'd have to say, I don't know which one was better, Catching Fire or Thor.
I'm a big Thor fan, but Catching Fire was better.
Yeah, same. I thought the same thing, but
It had some feels.
I read the books for Catching Fire,
I did not.
and the books were obviously amazing. But
What do you think, Brandon? Which one would you rather see?
I have nothing to add to this conversation.
maybe you should
Okay.
go to a movie or two.
Want to come do Anchorman 2 with me?
No.
What?
Just kidding.
What?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just wrap this up. Brennan, do you want to lead us into the wrap up? Do you want to lead us in?
I don't know what to say.
What's your
wrap
guys'
up.
email again? I didn't catch it the first
Baldy
two
and
times.
the Oaf at gmail.com.
baldyandtheoaf@gmail.com.
This is great. What's our Twitter handle, Brennan?
It's twitter.com/baldyandtheoaf.
What
No,
about
you
our-
guys also have an Instagram. I
Yeah.
followed you guys, and so did a few of my friends at school.
There's surprisingly followers on Instagram. What is our Instagram handle, Brennan?
I believe,
Is there?
if you can guess, believe it or not, it is Baldy and the Oaf.
Oh, so make sure you contact us with your questions for next week's podcast.
Can you stop monkeying around with stuff?
Sorry.
You are like a child. You don't stand still.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, it's Colter some tissues. Thanks. For Baldy, this is the Oaf, and we'll see you next week.
bye.